Kitchen. Okay, so all right, we just got out of seeing The Kitchen, and I like the movie.
Yeah.
Never read the comics. Didn't even know this was a comic.
Yeah, it's based off of DC Vertigo property. Like I said, I never read it. It's kind of, it's funny. I walked into this movie kind of like when I walked into Road to Perdition. You saw that movie, right?
I've seen parts of it.
Yeah, it's like Road to Perdition. That's based off of a graphic novel and stuff. And I never read it, watched the movie, enjoyed it. Same with History of Violence and stuff.
Yeah.
I've heard that's a great book. I mean, never read it, but that movie's fucking good. So with this, I was like, just watch it. No need to sit there and note everything and stuff. But yeah, directed by Andrea Berloff, which is notable because this is her first feature film directed.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, she wrote World Trade Center. I'm trying to think. She wrote another movie. World Trade Center is probably the one that off the top of my head I know. Because I've seen the name before. She did that. She actually wrote that movie, but this is her first directing movie and stuff. And yeah, like I said, enjoy movie and stuff. I guess straight off the top, if there was any issues,
it's gonna feel
the pacing.
Like
the pacing is quick because like the basis of the movie is you have Melissa McCarthy, Tiffany Haddish, and Elizabeth Moss. They play the wives of these mobster guys, Irish mobster guys and stuff. Their husbands go into jail, and basically, since some of the Irish mobsters aren't necessarily giving them the money that they deserve,
they decided to take matters in their own hands.
Yep, and basically kind of regulate shit. So what you end up having is a situation where they basically do what you expect out of them. They take charge and everything. The issue that comes with this movie is, like you said, the pacing in the aspect of
everything feels like it's gonna go by quick. Like
they montage the hell out of it at one point, and it's like
very early at that.
Yeah, very early, and it does kind of rob the audience a little bit of some characterization, a bit for some of them. Now, if you've seen a lot of mobster movies like me and you have, you can kind of fill in the gaps, and that's not an issue. But for somebody like me that maybe doesn't watch mobster movies like that, you're going to be kind of like, hey, where's the character progression for Tiffany Haddish's character, or Melissa McCarthy's character, or Elizabeth Moss' character? Which there's characterizations there, but you feel as though there's something missing out of it,
Like for one thing, it definitely feels like it felt like a mob movie that was going by speed run rules.
Yeah, I mean, movie clocks in an hour 45 minutes and stuff.
And for me, I felt like, well, you guys could have did this movie. You could have made it like a solid 2 hours. Even if you didn't want to go over 2 hours, just a solid 2 hours would have been fine. I mean,
extra 15 minutes would have helped.
Yeah, just give it an extra 15 minutes. There's parts of the movie where it feels like it's like there was some editing. There were some editing issues.
Melissa's talking to her character's talking to her husband, and I think you pointed out the fact that she's looking through the window, and it just comes so sudden. Like, what the hell? It just something missing here. Like, where was the transition to this?
That's like, that's one part of the movie. It just felt random to me.
Yeah. Like, it was like, what does this have to relate to what's happening?
I mean, at first I'm thinking, is this the director's idea of giving us misdirection? Because
I mean, there's some misdirection. If put it this way, I will give the movie credit to an extent in the aspect of the movie does swerve you in terms of, like, you might sit there and think, oh, I know what's going to happen. It's like, oh, it doesn't go in that direction.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Again, I'm not necessarily. I mean, I'm not trying to say that this movie is bad. In no way am I saying it's bad.
No, this is a great movie.
I think it's a great movie, but I just think that some of the things that I pointed out and you pointed out as well, it might give this movie like a couple of bad knocks against it.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I don't know about now. If I were to guess, how much would this movie make? How much is going to make on its opening weekend?
Well, it's going to do good. I mean, it wasn't that high.
I think it's going to do good. I want to give it. I want to say this movie's gonna. I want to say it's gonna come in opening weekend at least 50.
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna give it 50. I'm gonna give it 50 million. 50 million opening weekend.
Yeah, but I mean, getting the bad stuff out the way, that's already there. The good stuff. Tiffany Haddish is fucking beast in this fucking movie.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, Tiffany Haddish was great. Actually, everybody in this.
Oh, everybody's great. Like, you know, we talked about the characters, like in terms of the character progression and stuff. While it is lacking, what you do get, it works.
Yeah.
Like, especially Elizabeth Moss character. Like, look, she gets beaten.
She plays a battered
wife, but the way they progress her character, you can kind of see it was building up to where she was kind of going to go.
Yeah.
There was I'm not gonna say you could see it coming, but it was kind of like, okay, I can see how she gets to that point. You know. I'm trying to think. Melissa McCarthy, she plays the wife, and she's trying to basically hold it all together and stuff. Her husband's in jail, you know. But I will say this: if there was something that stands out and it kind of played to the times of the movie, it's the whole idea of what society felt about women.
Yeah.
You know,
like what society felt about. Wow. Okay.
Anyways,
what society felt about women in the late 70s?
I mean, because and I enjoyed that aspect of them really attacking it. Like, they did not fucking play around. Like, the men were being fucking dickholes to them straight up. Like, the fuck you gonna do? You women are not gonna do anything. And like, they didn't expect the women to do anything. But they were pointing out, like, dog, like, how are you gonna run a business and you're not doing your job?
Exactly.
You know, you're supposed to protect the people. You're supposed to help people out, and you're not doing your job.
But there's that, and I like how they played with the roles of the characters. Like, Common was really good.
Yeah, Common, he plays a cop, and there was at one point was like, we got our ass beat for this. Yeah, he was good. I mean, you know, they put it this way. I would say this: the movie didn't ask much of him to do, so he played it pretty much straight with what you expect out of him and stuff. You know. They played up the schism pretty good in this movie a little bit too.
They did.
So Tiffany Haddish, her character, you know, she's married to a white guy and stuff, and the mother does not approve of it.
I mean, you're gonna see that coming. Period.
But like, I like how the movie didn't shy away from her mother basically more or less being very passive aggressive with her racism.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, you know he sleeps with another woman, right? It's like, you know, she didn't like you, right?
Yeah. Like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
Like, they're at this motel every Tuesday.
Yeah. You know, but I like that. I like the consistency on that one. Just, again, all these characters, they've gone through shit, and they're just like, no, we're gonna fucking handle this shit.
Basically, basically you can get off of this movie is everybody's got a breaking point.
Yeah. What are you gonna do about it?
Yep.
You know, and I mean, it'll be at the risk of us spoiling a lot of stuff. So I just think I came into it kind of like, all right, we'll see where this goes, and it's like, oh, fine, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I think the wild card was basically Tiffany Haddish. Like, can she do dramatic? And I'm like, she fucking rocked this shit.
She did.
I mean, hell, I was fucking threatened by her a little bit. I was like, shit.
I would, you know, I'd be pretty remiss if she didn't get some kind of award for this.
I mean, she played it pretty cutthroat. I mean, look, there was one point that it hit home a little bit. Not in the sense of I experienced that, but like at one point, her and her mom were talking, and her mom was like, she's all like, is that why you beat me? Yeah, I beat the, you know, I beat the weakness.
I beat that softness out.
I beat the softness out of you, which I'm like, that's something that I like the movie address, the aspect of like this idea of soft makes you weak.
Yep.
Kind of thing, and you got to beat it out of the person and stuff, and it's like, holy shit. But I've heard of people going through that stuff, like, you know, I don't want no weak child, so I'm gonna toughen them up, you know. And I mean, let's be real, that did shape her character.
It did.
I mean, now you know why she's cutthroat. Now you get where she got it from and stuff. It's like, oh, her mom, okay, fucked up, don't get it twisted, but yeah, You see where it's coming from?
It was, but effective.
Very effective. I mean, I wouldn't do it to my kid, but I mean,
but you gotta remember, it was that time.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Again, the movie does not shy away from that shit at all. Which again, I'm appreciative of that because I gotta be real. You can't. I don't feel you can do a progressive movie like, okay, we're not gonna show. I mean, look, they show Elizabeth Moss getting punched in the stomach, and I was like, oof. Like they didn't shy. Like again, they don't shy away from that shit. It's like, I felt that.
Yeah, the violence in this movie, again, very good. Very
visceral for the 70s.
Yeah,
it's 1979, dog.
Definitely visceral. You know, the one thing I can point out about the violence is there was no need to double tap back then.
Yeah, once you did, you did.
It's like one shot, done.
I mean, there was one point in the movie which we're not going to spoil, but
right?
Still,
I'm not going to point. We ain't going to spoil.
Which to me, I was just like predictable.
Yeah.
But again, like you said, it's like, dude, you get popped in the head, you take a shotgun to the chest, you are dead.
Out of here.
Oh, you're done.
So,
I mean, what did you think of the visuals, though? Just like in terms of the way they shot the scenes and stuff?
The way they shot everything, the way everything was shot was great. I love the visuals, the cinematography. Again, A1, excellent.
They finally addressed what I always wish movies do. When you're shooting in the fucking dark, can I actually see what the fuck they're doing in the water? Can I please see that?
Yeah.
God damn, I hate when movies do that. It's like you're shooting in the dark and I'm like, so you're in the water. I can't tell.
Exactly. I know what you mean. I mean, in some cases, like, shots like that are shot like that intentionally.
I guess.
But in other cases, they will throw that special filter on there.
I mean, I'm not saying they got up the brightness of the movie, but I like to see them in the water.
Yeah, you want to see what's going on.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, not detailed, but just like, hey, are they swimming in the water? Are they floating in the water? I don't know. I can't tell. But I mean, look, they definitely did capture. You know, it's funny. We just saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and how the way it was shot, it looked like it was a movie from, was it 1960s?
Yeah, it looked like a movie from the late 60s.
Yeah, it looked like a movie from the late 60s, and the way they shot this movie, it kind of looked like it could be something from the 70s going into the 80s, because this was a movie that was late 79 going into 80 and stuff. And I could at least say that the movie, at least you bought that this was the world of the late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah.
You know,
I did.
You never felt that they tripped themselves up and be like, hey, what's that? You know.
Yeah, I would say from the buildings to the cars, like, yeah, I felt like I was in 1979.
The mild CGI showing them on the road in Broadway or whatever and stuff, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, what you got this? I'm going 8 out of 10.
I'm giving it an 8.
Yeah, give it an 8. Definitely worth the watch. Yeah, that's it. So I guess next time you hear us, good boys.
Yes.
So laters, guys.
We're done.